right, so let's see. The last transaction that we have done was delivering to the corner bookstore. All right, made it in time. Good. However, we actually had a couple mistakes. Okay. So that was the last thing that I want to stop here for, just because if we continue to keep going on, we're just going to keep messing up and messing up more and more stuff already. Okay. So what actually happened was, like, I was looking for a specific transaction yesterday. If you guys remember, I was looking for that payment to the furniture store. And I accidentally went over this whole entire thing, I guess, because I just got confused with this transaction, thinking that this was it. So in this case, I skipped on all of that and went straight to Irene submitting her timesheet. So actually, we have to actually do all of this right here. So here we go. We do need to backtrack. Now, what I'm going to do here for the sake of this is we're not going to go back and correct everything completely, right? Because this is what usually happens if you end up forgetting a transaction. This is what you normally do. Okay, so what we're going to do is when we put our notes in here, we are going to make a note saying that we are backtracking for the purchases and recording it as of June 24th. Okay, so this one right here, let's go ahead and focus here. So our first thing that we got to do is, it is June 24th as of today, but this transaction had already happened as of the 23rd. However, we do need to make our adjustments accordingly when we make our fixtures here. Okay. So in this case, right, we're not going to adjust any of the other means except for just the entry in here. So in this case, if we wrote a checkout, we're just going to write it for the next page, for the next check number. We're not going to fix that just because we have to look at how far we've gone through all of that. So in this case, I believe we did write our checkout on the 24th, so that's okay. Just continue on forth there. No need to adjust there. Okay. So here we have to pay the furniture store for invoice number 75, and we're going to be using a check number to pay for the tables and chairs. Okay. So how do I make a payment to furniture store?
Write a check.
We're going to write a check. Okay. What else are we going to do?
Accounts payable.
We're going to do an accounts payable. Okay. And we're going to write a check. Okay. So in this case, since we already wrote a check on the 24th, just go ahead and continue using whatever check is available. So in this case, we're just going to cut a new check 1524 here. And let's say it was supposed to be on the 23rd. Okay. So include that date too as well. That this check was supposed to be written out on the 23rd. And it was, do you guys know the amount? Where can we find the amount?
In the ledger or subledger?
In the subsidiary ledger. So in this case, we're going to go backtrack into vendors. Okay. This is furniture store. So here, no, that's not it. Furniture store, Honest Robs. This is the freight line, Hallie Bros. Okay, freight line, here you go, furniture store. No, freight line, furniture stores underneath. Okay, furniture store. So include the actual appropriate date. So in this case, it's the 23rd. Okay, and go ahead and put your check number. Right, we paid with 1524. Okay, for invoice number 75. And in this case, we're just going to have to correct it, saying that this is a journal. What is this page? What page are we on in the journal? Page 13. Okay. And if you want to make a note here saying corrected entry on June 24. Okay. And in this case, right, it was due on the 23rd, so we were assuming that we already made the payment, but in this case, yes, we're gonna pay on the 23rd. All right, and we owe $6,605.08. So we're gonna make that payment. So now we owe furniture nothing. So $6,605.08. Okay. Here we are, right? We're going to pay $6,605.08. Okay. And because we're backtracking in this case, we'll just go ahead and cut it out. What is it? $6,605.08. Okay. And it's to furniture store. Okay. All right, what's my accounts payable and checking accounts?
$20,010,100.
20,000 and 10,100. Good. Okay. We have our check number 1524. So in this case, I need to finish my description. So, right, we got the furniture. We're paying for invoice number 75 with check number 1524. And another note that I need to make here is correct entry on June 23rd. Okay. It's not really to correct entry, but you know what I mean, right? It's to enter it in correctly in order. But in this case, we're doing it as of the 24th. We're recognizing that this is transaction supposed to be meant on the 24th. To correct entry on, or for, I guess you could do correct entry for June 23rd. All right. So in this case, what comes after the journal?
The ledger.
The ledger. So in this case, you're keeping the dates of the 23rd correct throughout this whole thing because that's what we're supposed to be entering it in. Now in this case, again, this is one of those things where you have to fix it or make a note on there that you are, or in this case, I guess you could just do the 24th and make the note saying this was meant to be on the 23rd. Okay? So again, we got to pay invoice number 75, okay, on June 23rd, okay. General journal, we're still on page 13. In this case, when you do the ledger, this part, it won't affect the ledger as much. Though the one that we do need to do is we do need to kind of think about if you want to adjust the inventory, which we'll talk about in the next one. But as far as accounts payable, no, it doesn't matter, right? Because you paid it, you still owe it. This one wouldn't fluctuate or matter as much as you would for any other one. Okay? So in this case, right? We paid $6,605.08, which will decrease your liability to $4,876.86. Okay? But that means we need to also correct our checking account. Okay, so the 24th. Okay, so then we're going to say that this was payment check number 1524 on June 23rd. Okay, which again, we end up paying $6,605.08. So what does that bring us? It brings us to a negative $4,174. So again, how do I put this in here? A negative debit is going to be an equal credit. So make sure you type it in correctly. So 4174.81. And what I like to do is I like to hide this so it doesn't show, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep my formula in there so I don't have to keep switching the formulas back and forth from credit to debit. Okay, because at the end of the day, your bank account should be positive at most times. Okay, there you go. Okay. Right? We already did the subsidiary ledger, right? We did the subsidiary ledger first. So in this case, let's go ahead and we can continue on to the next one, okay? Which is going to be putting in our grand opening sales, okay? So our grand opening sales, right? We're going to have to put this in and as well as plug in our numbers in for our inventory worksheet. And we do need to put the correcting entry in there for June 23rd, okay? So in this case, right, this for sure is not going to give us enough space for this transaction here. So we are going to need to draw a line. So let me find my insert real quick. Insert. All right, we're going to draw a shape. Okay, we're going to draw a line from this corner all the way to the very end corner. Okay, and I'm going to make this a thick line. Okay, so that means the next transaction is going to be on page 14. Okay, for this transaction here. So we are going to record it on the 24th, but we're recognizing the sales that happened on the 23rd. Okay. So here we still have our grand opening sales for the very last day here. So we will be needing this as well as sales discount. Okay. And what I'm going to add here in the note is to correctly enter in a transaction for June 23rd. Okay? And that's what you got to do too. In-store use for sales on June 23rd. So let's take a look here. We got checking, sales discount, and all the sales. So in this case, what numbers are going to go here? How much money did I earn?
$19.71 and 12 cents.
1971.12. Good. How much was my discount?
$4.55 22 cents.
Okay. What was my sales for medium regular coffee?
$4.77 60.
Large regular coffee?
$5.44 18.
Medium supreme coffee?
$6.22 50.
Large supreme coffee?
$5.26 99.
Ceramic coffee mugs?
$104.85.
And last but not least, how much was the tax?
Tax was $150.22.
Good. So let's go ahead and test to make sure there's no typos here. So I got 24, 26, 34 on the left. And I got 24, 26, 34 on the right. So in this case, nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and plug these values into my ledger. Okay. Starting with the checking. Okay. So in this case, right, we are a little out of order here, but at the end of the day, right, because this is what you recorded on your books. This isn't what the bank records, because we may have cut a check, but the person on the other side may have not deposited yet. And then on top of that, when we deposit it in our cash, it usually takes anywhere from 24 to 48 hours, especially because we decided to do it on Sunday. It might not clear right away on Monday. It might clear on Tuesday because of, oh, it's a weekend, right? So you have to keep in mind that just because we're recording it a little backwards, or we made our mistake here and forgot to do a transaction, that doesn't mean this is the end of the world. No, in this case, right, you need to reconcile, right, and see, did those checks go through? Did the cash go through? And so on and so forth. So in this case, right, at this point, when we record it in here, it's going to reflect a little differently, but at the same time, it's also going to reflect that, you know, your numbers may be a little different, but this isn't the true nature of your checking account, right? Every time you write a check, that doesn't mean it's going to be cashed right away, right? So here is what we got to do. This was an in-store sales, right? So in-store sales, but I'm going to write here for June 23rd, okay? We're still on General Journal page 14, and we're going to deposit $1,971.12. So you should still be in the negative here, because that check for the $6,605.08 was a big one, and we still didn't even have enough money at the end of the day, right? But again, the transaction won't go through until the person who's receiving on the other end cashes this check out. So in this case, we're still okay. We're still safe to go because we sent it out supposedly on the 23rd. So if it is supposed to be on the 24th, then by the 25th. If they haven't cashed it out yet, then you guys are safe. But if they did cash it out on the 25th, then, you know, you would have to get the financial charge, okay, for not having enough money in your bank account. So in this case, I got a negative $2,204.69. Okay, so once again, I'm going to keep pulling this down just because I want to keep my formula there. And I'm going to go ahead and hide this value here because we're looking at the credit side. We don't need to put a negative debit, right? That makes no sense. Okay. All right, so we got negative $2,204.69 in the bank. Okay, supposedly. Okay. We got to do the sales discount. So here, because we haven't done the we haven't recorded for the 24th here. So I'm still going to go ahead and put the 24th on here and just say grand opening sales for the 23rd. Which was another $455.22. So in this case, what is my account balance going to be?
$1879.59.
$1879.59. Okay. And let's see, we have sales, medium, regular coffee. Now it's up to you. If you want to put the actual date on here, you can, just because we haven't done the 24th's daily sales yet. So you can do the 23rd. Just make sure that you know what you're doing in this essence, so then you don't mess up your formula or here or anything like that. But I'm just going to still use the same date here for the medium regular coffees, even though we haven't recorded the sales on the 23rd, on the 24th yet, and we still could do the 23rd. You could go ahead and do it. Just make sure that you understand what this is, okay? So there you go. I'll put the 23rd. How many items did we sell on the 23rd?
Five items.
We sold 5 items on the 23rd, yes, but specifically, how many medium coffee regular cups did we sell?
240.
We sold 240 cups. So in this case, if you want to wait till the very end to do your equal sum, to equal up all your totals here, you can do that, right? That's fine if you put your 240 here. Or if you wanting to be everything exactly how you copied it from the ledger or from the journal to your ledger, right? You want everything to be what do you call it? Consistent, right? You can put the date as the 24th, and you could also put that you sold 240 cups on June 3rd, okay? Whichever one that you want to do, okay? In this case, you could do that, but again, it's up to you. I already have the total amount that you sold, so it doesn't really matter for me. All right, and this is practice for practice purposes only, so whichever one that you want to be comfortable with. Okay, and of course, this transaction is on the 14th page, and we sold a total of $477.60 worth. Okay. So in this case, what's my grand total cost of goods? Grand total sales of medium regular coffee?
$1787.02.
1787.02. Good. All right. What about how many cups did I sell of the large regular coffee?
$182.
Okay. For 544.18. So what's my grand total sales for my large regular coffee?
$23.50.14.
Good. All right, how many medium supreme coffee cups did I sell? Okay, for a total of $622.50. So what's the ending balance in my sales for the medium supreme coffee?
$1,660.84.
1,000. I did not get that.
Oh, that's wrong. Let's try this again. $2,283.33.
Good. Okay. Let's see. And then how many large supreme coffee cups did we sell?
$151.
151. For a total of $526.99. So what is my ending balance in my sales for large regular coffees? I'm large supreme coffees.
$28.10 and 32 cents.
I did not get that either.
was wrong with my calculator.
Okay.
I put the numbers in and it just gave me the wrong number.
Okay. You were close.
I got 258609.
258609. Yes. All right, and then last but not last, but we got to do the ceramic coffee mugs. So ceramic coffee mugs right here. How many did we sell on June 23rd?
It was 15.
We sold 15 on June 23rd for a total of $104.85. So what's my ending balance in my ceramic coffee mugs for sales?
$8.25.57.
825 and 70 and 57 cents. Good. Okay. So let's see. Then we have to do some sales tax. Okay, right here, some in-store sales. For a total of $150.22. So what is my grand total tax I have collected?
$620.26.
6/20/26. Good. Okay. Okay, so now we need to adjust our inventory. So this is where a lot of the problems is going to arise here is what do I do when I need to adjust my inventory? Okay. Well, before that, let's deposit the money real quick. What was the amount for? 8/19/71/12. Okay, that's fine. You can just deposit it all on the 24th. Doesn't matter. Okay. So in this case, right, when we need to adjust our inventory, here's a few things. Now, because in our inventory worksheet, right, we have a few things that we did, right? We received inventory, then we end up selling to the corner bookstore, and so on and so forth, right? In this case, what I want you to do is because of this factor right here, right? I do not want you to go back and edit all the information because you will mess up, and then that means you have to adjust not only this transaction there, that transaction there, every single thing. So what I want you to do is just go ahead and just put it in as you normally just recorded it as of today. Okay? Yes, I understand that is wrong, but at the end of the day, especially when you purchase your inventory and you sell your inventory, at the end of the day, whatever you bought, you get rid of. And that's the simple idea, right? No matter how much you purchase, at the end of the day, you're going to get rid of all of it. So does it really, really, truly matter at the end of the day how much you sold and how much you sold it for? No, because at the end of the day, this is where the matching principle comes into play, right? I purchased my inventory for $150. That means when I sell my inventory, I should match my cost evenly with the $150 that I originally spent. So at the end of the day, you're still going to end up with your inventory, however many items that you purchase, you're going to end up selling them at the end of the day. So it doesn't really make a huge difference on actually making the calculations and so on and so forth, okay? Because whatever you purchase, you're going to get rid of anyway. So at the end of the day, this is what I want you to do. I do not want you to edit and start inserting things wherever they need to be. But I do want you to do this. I do want you to just enter it in as if you just sold it that same day. So whatever calculations it is right now, just keep it like that, okay? Don't make any other changes because you will mess up and you would have to backtrack and do everything all over since the 21st, okay? Or redo the whole thing from the 23rd and fix it all from there, okay? And then again, you'll get different answers there going on for it. But because we recognize that we made a mistake and we're trying to correct it right now, so I want you to do it this way first. Okay? So for my regular coffee, we used up 39 pounds and then we used 36 pounds of the Supreme coffee. So in this case, 39 pounds of regular and 36 pounds of Supreme. So going to my regular coffee, right? I'm still going to put the 24th in here because that's what I'm going to journalize it at. But if you want to, you can put in parentheses that this is the 23rd. But I'm going to treat it like it is. So in this case, I used 39 pounds at $1.629578. Okay? And that's going to give me a cost of goods sold to be $63.55. So I'm going to adjust my inventory. So right now I have 201.5 pounds and I just used 39 of them. So I should be 162.5. And let's see, what's my ending balance going to be? $264.81, which will give me a cost per item, average cost per item to be 1.6296. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to extend it one more number. So, okay, so it's 6 even. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay. So now we have $63.55 for the cost of goods sold for the regular coffee. Okay, so in this case, Supreme coffee, 24, right? We end up using 36 pounds, right? Let's double check that. We end up using 36 pounds of the Supreme coffee. Okay, at what price point? All right, at what cost?
$184.
Okay, 184. So what's going to be my total cost of goods sold here?
$66.24.
Good, 66.24. So let's go ahead and update my inventory. So I got rid of 36 pounds at 66.24. So what was that? So 98 minus 36. Gonna leave me with 1114.08. Okay. It's gonna give me an account balance to $346.58. So here's your numbers, right? We got 66.24 for Supreme Coffee, and we got 63.55 for our regular coffee. $63.55 and $66.24. Oh, 66.24. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go into our ledger accounts to update our inventory. Okay, starting with the cost of goods sold. All right. We end up using 39 pounds on June 23rd. Okay. For 63.55. So what is my total cost of goods sold here?
$544.94.
Good. We used 36 pounds on June 23rd. Okay. For $66.24. So what's my ending balance here for my Supreme Coffee?
$569.42.
$569.42. Good. Then we got to adjust our inventory accordingly in their assets. So starting with our regular coffee. We end up using 39 pounds on June 23rd. For a total of $63.55. So what should be your ending balance?
$264.81.
$2,641. Good. My Supreme Coffee. We used 36 pounds on June 23rd. For $66.24. So we should be left with 658. 658. Good. So we match on both ends. Okay. So that's all we have to do is backtrack is that much. That means we can go ahead and proceed with the next section from where we left off. Okay, because that's where we backtracked to. So we just delivered to Katie's Coffee Corner. Is that correct? Let's see. Yes, we delivered to the corner bookstore, actually. So in this case, we already did this one. Just Katie's Coffee Corner. This is submitting. And here, this is where we delivered the corner bookstore. Okay? So, therefore, this is where we last left off. Now, here is where Super A Market decides to submit an order themselves to purchase 75 pounds of regular coffee, 55 pounds of Supreme coffee, and 85 ceramic coffee mugs. Okay? We're still going to charge him delivery fee of $30. Okay? Now, and here's what Super A Market did. They decided to give us an advance payment of $460.18. So, what do we do with this transaction? We received money for services that we haven't done yet, right? Because this is not scheduled until June 27th to be delivered.
Purchase order.
This is not a purchase order.
Accounts receivable?
Not an accounts receivable.
Checking.
Yes, we got to recognize that we received money, right? Because in this case, we received an advance payment for $460.18. So that's something that we can recognize is we received a check for $460.18. Okay. Now we haven't even done the services yet. So what would you call this?
Liability account.
It is a liability account, and which one should it be?
Is it unearned revenue?
Unearned revenue, yes. Super A Market decided to order some stuff from us, and because they wanted it to be, done, they gave us a 50% down payment to ensure that they're going to buy all of the stuff, because at the end of the day, this bill came out to be close to $1,000. Right? So what we did was we requested, hey, I need 50% down. Now, because they paid for services in advance, you technically owe them service. So in this case, by June 27th, you must deliver this stuff to them because they're holding you accountable because they've already paid you half of the money ahead of time. So in this case, you owe them service. And we recognize this as an unearned revenue. Okay, what account number was that?
26.
26,000.
26,000. Good. What should we put in the description?
Super A market.
Good. Super A market.
Advance payment.
Advanced payment. Good.
The check number and terms.
Okay. There's no terms yet because we didn't deliver anything yet. But in this case, how would we know that this was meant for this purchase or this sales order? We need to make sure we associate it with this exact sales order. So this is sales order number 107. Okay. Okay, we got to go to the ledger. You can also deposit or at least recognize that you're holding on to $460.18 check that you will cash out later or deposit it to the bank later on. So there you go. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and update our accounts. So starting with checking first. So we received payment, received advanced payment, check number. Oh, did I even write the check number?
It was 884.
Okay. Okay, for 460.18. So still in the negatives, even if I deposited that number in there, we are still hanging in the negatives. Okay, what else? Here you go, unearned revenue. You can say sales order number 107, Super A. For $460.18. And what else do we need to do?
The customers in like subsidiary.
Mm-hmm. Super A should be right here, right after Katie. Okay. They wrote us a check, so you could say that we received an advanced payment. Check number 844. Or was it 884? Let's double check. 884. Okay. We don't have an invoice number yet, but we do know this is for the sales order number 107. Okay, and when did it happen? On the 14th page. No terms yet, just because they decided to give us the down payment. Now, again, this is going to work similar to a prepayment. So if you remember, we're saying that the sales order, right, had an invoice, a balance of the 460 and 18 cents. And in this case, we, Super A paid for it, right? So then this leaves us like this, okay? Reason why you want to keep it like that is because if you have your equal sum, right, and let's say you made a reference point saying, okay, they just paid me the 460.18, right? It's going to show a negative balance, and it looks to me like the payment covered the previous balance, which in this case, no, this advance payment isn't for the previous balance. It's not for any balances, okay? But we do owe them $460.18 worth of service and delivered the rest of it on June 27th. So in this case, no, we cannot do that because this will look like they owe only us $38.62, which isn't true. So I want you to keep this like this. And then when we do end up on the 27th doing the delivery, this is where we're going to fill in the advance payment column. Okay? Even if you filled the advance payment column first and left it like that too, so let's do that. So 460.18, and let's say we didn't have any payments. Therefore, this will still have the same effect on that. Okay? Yes.
So those terms, do they apply once they make the full payment, or why would they put those terms?
The terms is when they deliver everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's always once the service has been completed, terms are effective that day after. Starting the day that you completed your service. Right? They never tell you, hey, you owe me in 15 days, but I haven't delivered you the stuff yet. Right? That makes no sense. So again, if you have it as under the invoice, and yes, you made a payment because you received a check, right? Then it's going to say that you owe zero, that they don't owe you any money, which is true because we owe them. But when you receive, or when you do complete your transaction on the 27th, that's where you're going to apply the advance payment in this advance payment column, and then you'll get the results that you want. Okay? All right. What else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? Any guesses?
Deposit the money.
We already did we collected the money already, yes. But we don't deposit until the very end of the day after our sales has been done. One more thing that we need to do. Okay. Who is Super A Market? Who is Super A Market?
Is it part of Albert's commissions?
It's part of yes, right? Albert's the one who introduced Super A Market to us. Now in this case, right, who's gonna deliver the coffee to Super A Market? You bet's gonna be Albert. So at the end of the day, because Albert brought this person into the company, right, by selling to this company, right, we're gonna say no matter, even though Albert himself didn't submit the order himself, he's still gonna be responsible to take care of that sales. So, right, Super A Market, okay, for $920 and was it 87 cents? Let's see. 920.35. Okay. So as you can see, Excel's jumping ahead, right? He hasn't earned it yet, so no need to have that calculated. Okay. Okay, so let's see what happened next. Okay. We need to enter in 2 purchase orders here. Okay. So we're gonna request to purchase some more coffee. Okay, from Atlas Coffee. This time, totaling up a $372.50. And this time we're gonna purchase 100 ceramic coffee mugs. Okay, just because this order came in through, right? They're requesting for 85 of them. Then it's best bet to make sure that we are in stock by submitting an order for 100 of those coffee mugs to come in. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We gotta record these purchase orders. Okay. Today is the 24th. Okay. We want one from All Things Ceramics, and then we want one for Atlas Coffee for the 250 pounds of coffee for $372.50. Okay. And of course, we can't forget, we want 100 mugs this time. Okay. Which is going to cost us a total of $250. Okay. And then let's go ahead and complete our daily sales for Monday, June 24th. Okay, so in this case, some things look a little different here. Okay, this is because the first week is over. Your grand opening sales is going to be over. So in this case, we are looking at a regular sales on a regular week. Okay. So you definitely have plenty enough space. Okay. Right, no grand opening sales anymore. This is just a regular in-store sales. Okay. So, what should you do here?
$4.99.49.
For the medium regular coffees, okay, $4.99.49. Okay, large regular coffees,
$5.44.18.
medium supreme coffees,
$6.27.48.
okay, large supreme coffees,
$6.94.51.
ceramic coffee mugs, and tax. How much is tax?
$293.
And let's see. I use the equal sum formula to just go ahead and sum up the total sales right here, okay, or my total credits here. And I get a grand total of $26.36.49, which is $26.36.49, which matches the amount of cash I should have received. Okay, good.
General ledger.
Okay, we can do the ledger first. All right, so gotta update our checking account. Okay. For how much? Okay, so 26.36.49 should bring us back up into the positives of $891.98. Very good.
Oh, because you were in the negatives?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we had negative $1,744.51. And because we deposited $2,636, because we no longer have any more discounts, right? We're back to regular sales. Okay? So in this case, we gained $2,646, $2,636.49. Therefore, that put us in the positive $891.98. So now I go straight into my sales. Okay. Okay. So it's 24 here. How many cups did we sell of the medium regular cups?
251.
251. For a grand total of 49949. So therefore, that should result us in a total of
2286.51.
good. Okay. Next one. What was the sales for the large regular coffee cups? How many did we sell? We sold 182. For the 544.18. Okay. So what's my account balance?
$28.94.32.
Good. So how many of the medium supreme coffees did we sell? At a grand total of $627.48. $627.48. So how much is the ending balance?
2910.81.
Good. And here, how many large supreme coffees did we sell? Okay. Sold 199. for a total of $694. $694.51. So what's my ending balance here?
$32.80.60.
32.80.60. Good. We also sold some ceramic coffee mugs, right? How many did we sell?
10.
We sold 10 for $69.90. So therefore, what should be my new ending balance in my ceramic coffee mugs sold?
$895.17.
$895.17.
Yeah, I think that's what I said, but I already erased it. I might have made a mistake.
Oh, okay. All right, because I got 47. Okay. Are you doing everything on the calculator?
Yes.
Okay. Very impressed. You're punching in them a lot quicker. Okay, so 895.47 is what I got. Okay. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and do the sales tax and then go on a break real quick and then come back and complete the cost of goods sold later on, okay? So let's see. We got the sales tax here. Okay. For in-store sales. Oh, not that one. In-store sales. Okay. For the 14. And we've collected a 293 cents. So therefore, what is my total amount of sales tax collected?
$821.19.
821.19. Okay. So this is where I said I'm gonna stop here just because we are it's almost 3 right now. So we'll stop